Hi there, I'm Dale Corpus, a Senior Transition Specialist and real estate expert based in the San Francisco Bay Area. And if you're part of the sandwich generation juggling aging parents and your own family life, you're not alone. This episode is for you. We're diving into the real emotional weight of caregiving, the family stress that no one talks about, and how we can help our aging loved ones preserve dignity without burning out ourselves. Let's dive in. Let me start with a story. Diane lives in Walnut Creek here in the East Bay. She's a full-time working mom with 2 kids and a 78-year-old father recently diagnosed with Parkinson's. Diane wanted to do it all: doctor visits, financial paperwork, helping him shower, plus her own job and PTA meetings. 2 months in, she hit a wall. Emotionally drained, constant guilt, and her dad felt like a burden, something neither of them ever wanted. This story is way more common than people think. And if you see yourself in Diane, let me tell you, this isn't sustainable, and it doesn't have to be this way. Caring for a parent can feel like a slow unraveling. You're caregiving, you're grieving the shift from child to caregiver while navigating new medical terms, memory loss, and awkward conversations about money and safety. In the Bay Area, where the cost of living is high and family often lives across bridges or counties, logistical challenges pile on fast. But here's the truth: burnout is not a badge of honor. You don't have to do this alone. One of the biggest misconceptions I see: families confuse dignity with independence. But sometimes preserving dignity means accepting health, having clear plans, and choosing living arrangements that match reality. Dignity means your loved one still has a say. Dignity means they're not isolated. Dignity means they don't feel like a burden. If your parent is resisting help, it's not always about pride. It's often fear of losing control, of being forgotten, or of becoming less than. Caregiver burnout doesn't just affect you. It ripples through the entire family. Spouses feel neglected, kids feel tension, and siblings, that's a whole other level. I see it in families across San Mateo, Santa Clara, Alameda, and Contra Costa counties. One sibling does all the work while the other sends thoughts and prayers from afar. It's a recipe for resentment. Here's what I always say to clients: you need clarity, not chaos. Structure, not assumptions. Practical tip number 1: family meetings save relationships. Set up a recurring family Zoom. Even if one sibling is in LA and another's in Fremont, use that time to review care updates, divide tasks, and share decisions openly. Use tools like Google Docs to centralize info. It might feel awkward at first, but it's way better than a family fight in the hospital waiting room down the line. Practical tip number 2: know when to get outside help. If the paperwork, the logistics, or the physical care is getting to be too much, get help. Consider home care aides, talk to a placement agent, or if you need to sell a home to fund care, talk to a senior transition specialist like me. I'm not only a realtor, I'm someone who understands the legal, financial, and emotional puzzle of senior care transitions. And I don't just list homes, I help you navigate options like selling as is or coordinating with elder law attorneys. Practical tip number 3: create a dignity plan. Sit down with your parent when things are calm. Ask them, what does aging with dignity mean to you? What fears do you have about the future? How can I support you without overstepping? This isn't a one-time talk. It's a living conversation, revisited every year or sooner if things change. You'll be surprised how much peace this can bring to both sides. If you're in the Bay Area, there are amazing resources available. Meals on Wheels, Diablo region for more than just food. Home safety services to assess and modify homes. Hospice organizations like Pathways for support earlier than you think. And yes, our Simplify Senior Transitions podcast is packed with expert interviews to guide you through this journey. Check it out on this channel or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Look, aging doesn't have to mean crisis, and caregiving doesn't have to mean collapse. If you're facing this transition, know there is help, there is support, and there are ways to make sure your loved one can age with the dignity they deserve without losing yourself in the process. To learn more about my services, go to www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. Schedule a free consultation with me by clicking on the Calendly link in the video description box below. And if you want even more guidance, make sure to listen to my podcast, Simplify Senior Transitions, available right here on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and more. Have a quick question? DM me on Instagram at SoulByDale. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.